Hey guys, welcome back to my other video. So today I'm going to show you how I make this reversible bucket hat. And yeah, without further ado, let's just get started. So first I'm gonna make the pattern. So you wanna make 8 by 8 inch of square. And then here I'm just folding it. And then you wanna fold the paper diagonally to find the midpoint of the circle. So here I'm taking my compass and I began drawing the circle. After that, I added half an inch of space for seam allowance. And then I cut that circle up. So this is our first pattern. Now we're gonna make the second one, which is a rectangular shape. And now I'm gonna make the brim. My pictures credit to wikiHow. So I found this idea from my style diary on YouTube to do this, so you can just see what I'm doing here because I'm not sure how to explain. Make sure you can wrap it around the half circle that we just did. You want to trace it on the paper. And then choose your fabric. Here I'm using my old t-shirts. And then you want to cut your fabric with the following pattern. So now we have these 3 pieces of cuts, different cuts, and yeah. So the first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna connect all of the strips of fabric because I don't have a lot of fabric. I can't have a long piece of fabric at once, so I decided to connect these little fabrics together by straight stitching them. And for me, I want to make my hat 3 layers because it's not thick enough. Okay, then we're gonna sew it together. We're gonna sew it together. And you wanna wrap that circle all around that strip of fabric, making sure that it can fit in there. Anyway, I started off with 2 layers of white fabric. And then you want to sew that after it fits in a circle. Just sew them close. And you want to cut off the excess. And then you want to open that fabric and then just stitch it close. So now we're done. Now you want to sew that fabric with the circle that we made. So make sure it's actually the same size. This is actually the hardest part, so I decided to start off with hand stitching them first before I put it on the sewing machine. Then you want to take your brim and then you want to sew them together so that it makes a circle shape. See, make sure it can fit into the circle. And guys, if you guys are choosing materials or like fabric for your hat, make sure it's pretty hard and stiff because I'm using this cotton t-shirts and they're actually very floppy and I don't like how it turned out, so please consider using thicker material. Okay, now we're gonna sew the brim on the hat. Okay, we're done. And I don't want mine to be really floppy, so I decided to sew some of the brim more. So this is what I'm talking about. Don't use a thin material. Now I want to take your blue fabric, like your other fabric. Now we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna make a hat, just like this white one that I did here. Okay, and then we're done. And then you want to place the hat or the good sides facing together. So then when we flip it out, it's gonna be a hat without any, yeah. So you want to sew that. Here I drew this lines for me to be a guide for me when sewing, so then I can keep the circle perfect. And after you sewed it, you want to flip it right side out. And then you want to find that hole that you just made, and then you want to sew a long line all across the hat, the brim, and then just sew 3 more lines, and we're done. Okay, this is how it turned out, and I'm not really a big fan of that floppy things, but it actually looks pretty good. So like I said one more time, choose a thick